Good afternoon, this is Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and I bring you all the OCG 2023 ban list. Sorry that I'm using my tablet for this. For some reason, my app's audio that I record all my videos is not working. So I had to record a video as if I was doing it live, and then try to post it that way and see if that works. But until I get that fixed, this is how I'm just going to record it for today and go from there. So the OCG ban list just dropped, and we have a whole bunch of cards to go over because there's some definitely interesting ones. So first things first, Sprite Elf is officially banned in the OCG, thank God. Sprite Elf, you don't know, is one of those broken cards in Sprite, and that deck's still pretty solid without that card, so I'm glad that it's banned in the OCG, and I'm glad they finally followed suit. Now when it comes to the limit cards, we have one Blaster Dragon of the Ruler Infernos. Yes, we now have two Dragon Rulers off the ban list, especially with the new Fire set coming out. Most likely that's to promote that. So I highly recommend picking up your Blaster the Dragon Ruler Infernos now before they go up in price. Another card which makes me super happy is Glow Bulb coming back to 1. Holy shit, Glow Bulb is my favorite tuner of all time, that and Destrudo. And I'd be super happy if Glow Bulb can come back. The reason why I was put on the ban list to begin with, because of some Firewall Link 4 shenanigans. But hopefully that is out of its system now. It is a once per duel effect anyway. So hopefully putting it to 1 will not break the ban list or just break the format. We also have, of course, Madura, the Sword Oracle, and Kelbeck, the Sword Oracle, going to 1. Those are the, what's it called, Isiju cards. So I'm glad that Konami's finally addressing those in the OCG. We've put them to 1 already, so it's not that big of a deal. Bestial Lubellion's going to 1 in the OCG. That's kind of insane. I'm surprised they're not. I guess Bestials are more prominent in the OCG than the TCG. Even though Brandon's the best deck this format, I think we've been phasing out the Bestials, to be honest. So the fact that Lubellion's getting put to 1 is kind of crazy. And I'll have to go from there. Splight Blue's getting put down to 1. That's insane. Talk about like actually killing Splight. You put Blue to 1 and you ban Elf. I don't know how Splite's going to recover from that one. And Hoffiness, Merly, and the rest of the tier elements are getting put down to 1 as well. Funny enough, that's still playable in the TCG, so who knows what we'll do here. Bristol Drusworm and Bardriok are also being put to 1. If I'm correct, I think Magnamut's already at 1. So that means every Bestial's at 1 in the OCG, which is kind of insane. Because if you think about it, 3 of the most main archetypes, technically 4 if you count Kashtira in the last list. That means Kashtira, Tier Element, Sprite, and of the Isijus, everything for the last like 4 or 5 months have all been put down to 1. They're like, we printed out some stupid cards, and we're regretfully sorry. Let's put all this shit down to 1. And the last card is Skill Drain to 1, which is kind of weird because we just got Skill Drain to 3. For the longest time, we had Skill Drain at 1, and then we moved it to 3 in the OCG because the OCG had it. But now the OCG is copying us, where they have it at 1. So I'm not really sure how to go there. Skill Drain is a very powerful and disgusting card to deal with, but to be honest, in the modern TCG, it hasn't really been that big of an issue. The only decks that can really play it is Labyrinth, and yes, that is a strong deck. They do want their monster effects to kind of go off, so I'm not sure if they'll be playing it. I know some builds do, but I know some builds don't, so it all depends. So Skill Drain going to 1 is definitely interesting. I'm not against it, I'm not for it. It's just a very interesting call. Next, we have Ancient Fairy Tale Dragon going to 2. Makes sense. The errata came out and ain't doing anything right now. I think having it at 2 is just fine. Gazelle going to 2 is great for Salamangrates. Now, if only we can get it to 3, we'll be set. Scaruja Skull Dreads at 3 in the TCG, so that does nothing to us. Tellarknight Prometheus, or whatever it's called, is already at 1. It's not seeing any play. Even the decks that said they were going to play it. So Atkins can go to 3, who cares? Blackwing Steam the Cloak's going to 2, which is actually kind of scary. Steam the Cloak is a very powerful tutor, but we'll just have to see. Thunderdrag Hawk's going from 1 to 2, which is fine. We have that thing at 3, and Dragon decks only played as a 2 of anyway. Nadir's Servant's going to 2, which is fine because we played at 3. Judgment's going to 2. I can expect Judgment going to the next list, which is really solid. And then Runic Fountain is going from 3 to 2, which is definitely cool. Runics definitely need to get a hit. Putting Fountain to 2 definitely hurts, not really that much. They need the field spell. You can't put it down to 1 because you actually kill the deck if you do that. But putting it to 2 is pretty solid, I would say, just because it means they can't just constantly keep reactivating their field spells, which they kind of still can because I think Jerry or one of the level 4s add back from grave, so technically they can still do it, so who knows. And let's go on to the limited list, or the unlimited list. Swap Frog went from 2 to 3, which is crazy. We still have Swap Frog at 3 in our list, so that's not going to change. Orcus, the Administrator, or the Automaton, that's going to 3, which we already have it at 3, so no big deal. Kakari, same thing. Yagaratsu, I'm not sure what level of Yagaratsu we have, but who cares? And then Cursed Elland's going to 3, which again, Eldritch has full power here, and it does not do a single thing. So, very, very interesting list. I hope you all enjoy. I'll see you all in the next one, and take care. Tell me this list, and we'll do a discussion video on the big pros and cons of this list, and go from there.